Hello Superuser, so as I was doing research for tomorrow's video, which is a bunch of different ways you can navigate your Finale documents, I came across a tool called the toolsets. Now I have never used this tool before and I've never seen anyone talk about it, so I thought it'd be a good idea to go down and do some research on it. So I looked in the Finale user's manual and searched for toolset, and there's actually literally no documentation here on toolset. We can even go a couple pages down and there's no documentation here on the toolsets. So this is kind of strange. Maybe it's just not on the Mac documentation, so I did the same thing with the Windows documentation search. It's not there. So of course the next thing I needed to look at was Googled it, and of all the search results, the only one that had anything to do with toolsets was this first one from Finale 2012. So you look at it, and it has this interesting description of basically it's a way you can customize the main tool palette. And what's interesting is as I was researching this for the shortcuts for Windows, and you go to the Windows documentation, it actually doesn't even look like the standard Windows documentation. You don't have this header bar over here, and if anything, it looks like it's actually just the Mac documentation because it gives Mac keyboard shortcuts, even though it's the Windows documentation. So in today's video, we're going to quickly go over what this actually does, if it's even useful to you, and if you've used it in the past, let me know in the comments. I'm really curious. And if this actually works on Windows, also let me know because I am really curious if it works on Windows as well. So toolsets, basically what it is it's a way to customize your main tool palette. Because I don't know about you, but for me there's many of these tools that I just don't use all the time. Like I don't use the zoom tool. You can do the same thing with plus and minus. Same thing with the hand grabber tool. You could just move around by scrolling rather than like moving it around by using the hand grabber tool. And maybe your needs are different, but I'm sure there's tools in here that you don't use all the time. But what you can actually do is you can actually move these tools around. By hitting shift and then clicking and dragging these tools, you can move them anywhere. So I can, for instance, move that tool down there, and as you can see, they just swap places. Which seems like this could be useful if you like using the main tool palette a lot and continuously go back and click tools on the tool palette. You can just collect like all your useful tools at the top or on the left, just to make it easier for you. But that still doesn't describe what exactly these tool sets are. Well, these are actually different save settings for how you want to display the main tool palette. For instance, if I want to move the zoom tool down here and replace it with the graphics tool, or I take the hand grabber tool and go over here and replace it with the special tools, that way I have more tools on the top that I use more often, and like these tools that I barely use are at the bottom. And then I can actually go up here to view and then tool sets, and then while hitting option, I can select then program tool set 1. So now I can actually toggle back and forth between this custom toolset and the main tool palette. Just like that. I could see this being useful if you have a few very discrete and different workflows, like, I don't know, your writing workflow, then your copying workflow, your layout workflow, things like that, and you could just transfer back and forth between the main tool palettes quickly and seamlessly. Anyways, that is how you use tool sets in Finale, a Finale feature you probably didn't know existed. Do comment down below if you think this is going to be useful, if you're going to add it, or if you already use tool sets in your workflow. I'm really curious to see what you do. And as always, if you found this video at all helpful, make sure to hit the like button so I know you want more content just like this. And each week I post new videos about how to use Finale to its fullest, so if you don't want to miss out on any of those, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every time a new video comes out.